In this video, I'll be showing you how I made 5 bundles out of kinky straight hair leftover weft while at work and watching TV, so stay tuned. Hey y'all, it's me, Nay. In today's video, I am going to show you how to make some tape-ins using just leftover tracks, hair, you know, just something different than your standard tape-ins. I mean, there's been a lot of videos on YouTube for tape-ins. However, I notice when people do make their own tape-ins, I'm not seeing them, and I don't think they realize it because they're like, oh, they're a little bit thicker than the regular tape-ins they may have bought online. But tape-ins are, when you make them with a track already done, a lot of times the track is already, I'm just getting the thread out of this weft only because I used it for my microlink sew and weave that I had. So I'm just getting off all the old thread. But back to the weft itself, it's already doubled. So when you're making a tape in, say for instance, using this side of the track, you have to remember that a lot of these tracks are doubled. So what I like to do when I make my tape-ins, and I can show you a couple of, I took some kinky straight and made a couple of bundles myself. I think I have about, and these are all out of just a leftover weft just like this, which I am going to demonstrate in the video as well. I'm currently at work, but calls are slow today, so I thought I'll make you a video as I was sitting here making my tape-ins. And then just to show you, because I did, let me put this up to the side, split, because I'm going to split this track because every weft has 2 tracks in it and it's sewed together. So when you go to split the weft in half, you get the same dimension in size. So when you sandwich them together, and I'm going to show you this one too. This one I bought, which I thought was really cool because you see how I have this little tiny piece compared to the stick-ins, or darn, I'm just all over the place here, compared to say this size I made. So I'm going to show you something that I bought the other day online, which I thought was really cool, is that this is still the same texture hair. It's kinky straight as well. And I reached out to the manufacturer and asked them, you know, same flatness, because I did split the tracks in half, stuck it on here, and then took a flat iron. I just like to seal it, the tape, on the side that, you know, which is this part, because when you go to take the tape off on the top part, after this cools off, because it does have to cool off, because you can't take it off immediately or it won't stick properly. But after it cools off, then you can just stick this straight to the hair and you'll be a-okay and good to go. But because I just heated this and my flat iron is hot, unfortunately. But what's cool about this one here, and sorry, my hair is all over the place, is that this one, you see how it has 3 tabs versus a, say, a flat tab? So on this one, it can fold in. Like you could take the strand of hair in front and it folds in just like that. So like in my front here, because I'm going to put these in next week, I bought like 40 of them, and I bought 2 bundles, number 12, for like $60, and I will have the vendor down below where I bought it from. They sent it to me within 5 business days, which was really fast for a vendor as well. But my hair is thin up here at the top, so where it's more thinner, but I still want it full, so when I go to wear it, because I like wearing my hair in layers and wearing it up and stuff, this is just a wig I bought and dyed, and it's been bleached, dyed several times, and then back to black again. But the hair, I got this hair, it was on Amazon, but and made this wig myself. But back to this. This works because it's almost like having like a micro link in your hair, but it's still flat once you take the stickiness off and you pinch it together. Um, and it's still full like you did two sandwich pieces. So I really, really, really am like excited to see these in the front and when I go to put them in, because then I'm just like, oh, I'm not baldy locks in the front, but like thick in the back. So, and again, like I said, those are like 40 in a bundle that I got. You can buy them in 20. I got 40 and got two bundles because actually in my mind I was thinking I needed to sandwich those two, but you're only sandwiching one, so maybe 20 would have been enough because I don't really need that many in the front of my hair. And then the tools you need, I say it's easier to split the track ahead of time before you stick on the laces on them, only because it's an easier process to split. And I like, usually I clean, like, any hair I take out of my head, I wash it, condition it, and clean it. This one, I just took out my bucket of hair. I buy hair, I feel like, on a regular basis because I'm always changing my hair. And I am going to be showing a lot more hair videos on my channel besides credit and lifestyle and just everyday hacks that you can do. I've also been using this hair oil, and I'm going to show you a picture because I think I got my hair done, honestly, July 3rd. So I had it in for about 2 months. Started using castor oil and organic ground cloves mixed together as my regular hair regimen, and my hair has grown underneath this my braid down looks like weeds on crack. Like I've been in the grass and the weeds are just growing rapidly. And I apologize. Like I said, I am at work. I do life and health insurance, but today is just one of those days. I've been on since 7 and no calls all day. But let me not jinx myself because it's not AEP yet, so those Medicare sales haven't kicked in. And that's another thing I'll be showing on my channel is different companies hiring for work for home remote, and then different apps that you can help boost your credit, that offer credit cards. And as you can see, as I'm splitting this track, because there's 2 tracks in here, you can see the thinness of this track here, and I'll bring it closer. See how thin that is? So when you go to sandwich it 2, you're still using 1 track with a slice of your hair in between. And I mean, you can buy these online already made. I have a sample of some that I bought online, like I showed you those that I bought. And then you can buy the flat ones too, from the same vendor, which I will show you. I mean, I've been seeing the mini tape-ins a lot, but I've been seeing them in the straighter, I'll say Caucasian texture type of hair, or Brazilian or Remy type of texture hair, I will say. Not discounting or singling anybody out in particular, but I could never find it like in a kinky straight. So I was like, no, I want kinky straight because kinky straight works with my texture. I've used kinky straight microlinks beads. I have used it just as a weft, like I did that one, and made, sewed it in with micro beads so I could wear it up and down, ponytail and stuff. And then I said, let me go ahead and do tape-ins. Tape-ins have been around forever. It's just within the, Black hairstylists or African American community, we finally found something that is economical for us. But I am not a licensed cosmetologist or a hairstylist or anything of the sort. but I do like doing my own nails and doing my own hair. Um, I am going to say, if you don't know how to take care of tape-ins or how to wear micro links or anything like that, don't don't do it. Or, if you have someone that claims like, oh, I can do your, tape-ins for you, or I would say go to a licensed person and have them do it, or give you a consultation on how to, if you do get it done, how to style them, how to take care of them, because it can break your hair if you are, improperly, I would say, maintaining those tape ins or those micro links. Like, a lot of people don't know, like, if you put the micro link too tight on your head, the little bead itself, it will rip the whole follicle from the root out of your hair, like little strands by strands. Or you can just one day you be like, oh, my hair looks good. You go to be brushing, and the whole link, I've had that happen to me, has came out. Hair attached inside of it, still clamped. And I just had to think like, oh, I think my hairdresser did that too tight. Let me do some research. I started doing it myself, never lost any hair. Actually, my hair grew more because I was greasing it, washing it like I do my regular washing routines, and just being more softer with it versus, I'm gonna go to the shop, pay close to $400 for something that I can buy all the beads, the products, and everything on YouTube or even at my local hair store. And that's what I did with the Walker tape, double-sided. I saw it, found it on Amazon, ordered it, and then I was like, oh, I wonder if my local hair store has it here, where I live in California. Guess what they did? And they even had it for like maybe $2 cheaper than what I paid on Amazon. But you can't guarantee your hair store is going to keep that, because when something is like a fab or everyone's trying it, then it tends to get sold out fast. So I stick to Amazon because I know that I'm guaranteed to get it. But I am going to try to see if I can work out a discount with Walker Tape, the company themselves, just so that I can order it and grab it and just have it like on demand to make them. Because I just told my best friend the other day, oh, I need you to give me some hair to match your texture, because hers is more of a silkier, softer texture. And I can make you some tape ins and put them in for you. Because when I showed her the ones that I sent her, we always send Instagram videos back and forth. And she was like, oh, I want some. I told her, oh, I can make you some. So as you can see, I have taken this track apart. Good Lord. Give me one moment. Excuse the mess behind me. Going through the process of moving and crap. So let's see, I'm taking all the strands out before I get to sticking anything on here. So this is one thin strand of hair, and then they come like this. There's 100, got hair sticking to me, 120 in each pack, just to give you an idea. And they come in a little sandwich bag here. And I did this video the other night because I was watching TV, doing me some Lincoln, well, not Lincolns, but tape-ins. And I don't know what I pushed on my phone or itself, but it came in like a Speedy Gonzalez video. So I was like, I'm going to have to do this over again. Then I did it on Saturday, but in the middle of my video, my dog fell into the pool and he acted like he couldn't swim himself out. So I had to stop the video, and then when I went back to, look at it to see how far I got, somehow it all got deleted. So I said, you know what, a third time is a charm. And you notice that I really didn't touch but like the corner piece of the actual tape in itself, because like I said, it's double-sided. And then as I'm going, usually I do this afterwards, but you know, I just add a little bit of heat so that it can stick on there. And this little tiny flat iron for, I mean, $12.99 at Sally's. Mug gets hot, like it's 400 degrees almost. So I don't try to leave it on there that long, because that little hush puppy pink thing will burn you. And then it has a nerve to have diamonds on the handles, which don't make it easier. You ever touch a hot diamond or cubic zirconium? I don't know, costume jewelry. Point is, it is hot. And then I just line them up together like so, and keep on going down the list here. My nails are long, but I refuse to cut my nails because they are my natural nails. So sometimes that's why I get my hair, I pay to get my hair braided for my braid downs on my weaves and wigs, because I don't have the patience. Or I should say, not that I don't have the patience, I refuse to cut my nails. That's what my hair braider tells me, but she's like a big sister to me. But she also gets mad because when I don't have the patience of taking my, I got that kinky nappy hair that when you go to unbraid it, it can sometimes re-knot its own self into something. So me, scissor happy old me, will just cut the whole braid out and be like, oh, girl, back. But she gets mad at me every time, which that's why I started making hair growth oil out of different products at home that's already in our cabinet that's actually good for your hair. And I will make a video of that as well. I just put it in 3 times a week, but the growth itself is amazing. So far I've done 4 of them. And again, because I have taken that off, you know, undoubled it, the weft itself, or weft, I should say, not weft, the weft. I think there's a T at the end of there, of course. It doesn't make it as thick. But I'm such a perfectionist when it comes to doing this, because I'm going to end up using my flat iron to like really seal it down. I don't stress too much off of it. So this one I'm almost done. And then I'm going to show you how quickly and easily. It only took me what, about 10 minutes, if less, because I'm at 18 minutes in this video, and I've managed to use my seam ripper to split up the track, tape these on. That's why I say you could do this watching TV. You can do this if you're like me and you work from home. And I also do travel as well, which is another thing I love, because I pay myself to travel. I love taking trips. And if you're like me and it's like, oh, I just want to get away, I just want to take a trip, but make money too. I love passive income. I love commission income. I love a paycheck coming all the time, because I love to shop. I mean, I even got a shopping app that I literally, and I think it's just a psychological thing, don't have to pay like out of my pocket. It already comes out automatically from my paycheck, and I love that app. I have got many things off of that. Dooney and Burke purses, Coach, all different types of stuff off of there. So then I just go through, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to have a, you know, different links, or I would say different when you go into my channel, so please like and subscribe. You will see, and you see I'm not holding the flat iron on there too long. And like I said, this one is super hot. I don't know how I didn't see that on the package when I bought it 8 months ago, but I said, oh, I need a new little flat iron for my little tiny hairs in the back of my kitchen. That's the little nappy area in the back of your neck, and for all those who don't know what the kitchen is. But if you ever had your hair pressed by your mom when you were younger, and she'd be like, oh, I got to get the kitchen, or oh, I got to get your ears, and you'd be like, don't go near the ears. That's what it is. So, and then I just take my scissors, because like I said, the supplies that you need are the tape ends, flat iron, seam ripper, and scissors. And the scissors are for just going in and separating what you stuck. And anytime, say for instance, you get down to the end, and that's how I ended up with all those, oops, I didn't split that one good enough, all those little tiny pieces, is because when I got to the end and say, you know, it was like either hair left over or stickiness left over. And when you have like a little piece of, say, the weft left over, I stick that onto, like, I don't even put a tape in on it. I'll just cut it and come back to it later, because all those little tiny pieces, like I showed you, were like, I made little tiny scrap pieces out of them to sandwich. So if I was going to do the front, but now I found that other hair for the front, and I'm just like, oh, I'm engulfed in love with it. So I may not use those, but I might still use those for the back when I have little like sections that need just like maybe a little square piece just to fit in there. So you see I splitted it. This was still just all one track. They're both flat, just like the little crevice that I showed you that I purchased online, because when you go online you can buy them. They run about maybe $60 to up to about $100 a bundle, depending on how many you get and your length, but you're still getting the same. And you can make them yourself for cheaper. Pay at the most, what, $12 for 120, which gives you 60. And they say a full head runs about maybe 60 to about 80 for a full head. So 2 packs will do you good, because 120, half of 120 is 60. So if you're putting these in your hair, that's just the front of, say, 2 rows here, but you're doing it with a track, which actually works out perfect. But I am going to have all the links down below where to buy the tape ends, and then like I said, you can watch this video, send me a message if you need a personal walkthrough or you want me to show you. I don't mind calling and walking you through, or even doing like a Zoom or something, and we could do it together. Like I said, it's easy, simple. I mean, I do it at home while I'm at work. So I thank you for watching again.